ברוכים הבאים, שבת שלום, פרשת בשלח, Shabbat Shirah. Tu B'Shvat just passed, and on Tu B'Shvat there is an emphasis on Berachot, on what bracha do we make on certain foods. Adama, Ha'etz. Berachot is a very important topic in Yahadut. And it's interesting that when Yehuda HaNasi decided to start the Shisha Sidrei Mishnah, he started it with Mesechet Brachot, discussing be it the brachot of tefillah or the brachot of foods or others. When we eat, make a bracha. It forces us to think. It makes us conscious of what we're eating and how we're eating and what we're eating. It gives us an awareness that the food which we eat is not only food which we have been able to acquire, but it is acquired through the help of God. For God is the sustainer of all life. God opens up his arms, his hands, and gives sustenance to all living things. That is one of the essential ideas of brachot. To be able to what? To be able to be aware of God's greatness. Now, the concept of man, which we also read in this week's parasha, that fell in the desert to sustain Am Yisrael over 40 years. Can we imagine walking through a desert with the heat and nothing grows, or very little grows, and we have close to 3 million people which need to be sustained? And there's the man which falls from Shemayim every morning except for Shabbat to sustain the people. And that man, according to tradition, according to Chazal, is the most unbelievable food, sustenance that man can ask for. So much so that its taste is delicious. It could taste whatever you want it to taste. And still, we find that KOLLEL Yisrael complained. What are you complaining? This is the greatest food you could eat. The tastiest food you could eat. What is there to complain about? And my friends, maybe we could suggest that KOLLEL Yisrael didn't want to be so conscious of the Borei Olam. KOLLEL Yisrael did not want to think so much. When you ate man, your machshava, your awareness was of the essence. If I thought that I'm eating filet mignon, that's what the man tasted like. If I liked a milkshake with a little bit of chocolate and coffee in it, that's what it tasted like, if I thought about it. So we would have to have a focus on the food. Realize it comes from Hashem, and I can have it taste whatever I like. But can you imagine if I didn't think, and if I wasn't focused, and I let my mind run? And I'll give you an example. I'm sitting in the desert with my wife and my children, eating our breakfast. And all of a sudden, I'm thinking about a delicious omelet, and I'm enjoying it. My children are thinking of Sugar Crisp cereal, and they're enjoying it. And all of a sudden, comes our donkey and starts to defecate and urinate right next to me. And my mind loses focus on my food, and I start thinking about what the donkey's doing. And lo and behold, I put a spoon of man into my mouth, and I said, "Puff! What is this? Disgusting!" Because it starts to taste on what I'm thinking about. And what am I thinking about? I'm not thinking about a delicious meal. I'm thinking about what my donkey is doing. Bnei Israel said, leave us. Let us eat normally. Let us be able to eat without thinking. That's not the Jewish way. The Jewish way is always to be aware that the Borei Olam is sustaining us, is watching us, is taking care of us. And the man taught them that lesson. And we were able to adopt that lesson through brachot. Whenever we pick something up to eat, let us realize that it comes from the Borei Olam. Let us realize that the Borei Olam is the sustainer of all mankind and all life. And Rabotai and my friends, may this bring us one step closer to Mashiach. May we be zocher very soon to all come together with all mankind and celebrate that great day of redemption. Shabbat Shalom.